Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Shenanigans. The mice have fallen from the ceilings. They might have surprised you. Durez and Darth Umbra, roll me a d10. You're going to have a penalty to your surprise check because you're really not expecting these things to drop from the ceiling. A d10 minus 2. And if you roll a 3 or lower, you are surprised.
I rolled a 0.
Oh, no. All right, so Darth Umbra, you're surprised by these mice landing upon your shoulders. Durez, I guess you couldn't really understand the speech, so you're maybe looking around a little bit more and sort of glance up at the last moment and see them fall.
I want to point out that I'm talking to the mouse when they land on me, so they hear me speaking Brownie, which maybe they understand, and they hear me talking about diplomatic relations and letting it go.
Hopefully.
Maybe they understand, maybe they don't.
Hopefully. All right, so what's your face name? Durez.
Durez.
You get to roll me an initiative roll as the mice fall onto you from the ceiling.
Let me select my token. And there you go.
Thank you.
Get your car.
You rolled a 6. So there are a bunch of mice that go before you. There's 3 on you. There's 3 on Darth Umbra. And they scurry. Some will land on your shoulder. One lands on your head. The other one lands like on your lower back. And weapons in teeth, they scamper up your arm. The one that landed on your shoulder scampers up your shoulder to your neck, crawls through your beard or, across your face, pulls out its sword and tries to jam it through your temple. These mice are experts at fighting giants. They know if they stab you in the foot, it won't do anything, but the temple, that's a weak spot. So the mouse plunges his sword into you. That's going to be a 12 against AC of your skin. Your armor counts for nothing against these creatures. So a 12 will hit you as he rams his little needle into your head for 1 point of damage, not quite getting it in the soft part of the temple. The other mouse that landed on your head proper scampers down to the bridge of your nose and tries to gouge out your eye.
Hold on, does agility count though?
Yeah, what's your dex? AC bonus to AC from dex.
My dex is 16, so I've got 2 adjustment. So it still hits.
So the 12 will hit you, but the
hits.
10 from this guy won't hit you.
Yeah.
So if he goes to stab you in the eye, you manage to thrash around enough with your face that he has to hold on to your nose for dear God, instead of, flying off. The one that landed on your back scampers up your back and comes around to your left ear and tries to jab the blade in behind the bottom of your ear. I don't know what that spot's called.
The weak ear spot, yeah.
With a 17. He gets his little mouse poker in you and jabs it into your head for another 1 point of damage. And it is your turn, Durez. You can see 3 mice crawling over Darth Umbra, as well as the 3 on you.
Alright, I attack him.
How?
With my hand axe. Well, because not my battle axes, they're too big. I'm using my hand axes.
And do we
If you
roll
hit the
throwing
mouse,
axes?
you're gonna hit yourself too. There's no way to only hit the mouse on your nose without also hitting your face. It's a tiny little mouse.
It can be a dex check at go like this.
I can do a dex check. I'm very dexterous, Neal.
Sure, make me an attack at -5 to very carefully attack without hitting your face.
Shaving.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, okay.
The ultra fast mouse shave.
Wow.
Alright, okay. I'm just -5 on this, Neal.
With an
because
Okay, just -5. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Holy
minus
shit!
5
You
on
hit the mouse against all odds.
Alright.
Oh, wait, how do you roll at +5?
Oh, I'll go over everything you want, Neal. Okay, Rachel, axe +1. Gladiator, attack +1. Weapon of choice, attack +1. Strength, attack +2.
I fucking hate the combat and tactics and the skills and powers and the spells and magic. I love them. I love them so much, but I fucking hate them. Okay. You absolutely obliterate the mouse on your face. No need to roll for damage, just a fucking axe. The mouse is cut into 2 pieces and falls to the ground. Justin, you can hear the mouse in your box going, "No! Squeakerton!" The other 3 that are on Darth Umbra scramble over him, trying to find that soft spot on him. One comes to like the bottom of your throat and has like
He's
a
completely
little.
covered.
Oh my god, your face is covered, right? You've got a mask.
Yeah.
He's completely covered.
So they all out on McTacky, and this is how Neal kills McTacky today.
Has a mask on it that is completely impenetrable.
To be
like,
fair,
like,
eye holes, right?
How does the
Well,
mask attach to your head?
Well, Daft Umbra doesn't have.
it's bolted at the
visible
neck,
eyes.
so like it's a two-piece set that comes.
It's two
He has
sets
the
that are
perfect
bolted
mouse armor.
together?
Yeah.
Bolted?
He is a mouse slayer.
What do you do when you puke?
Faced off.
What do you do when you
Faced off,
puke?
Neal.
Do you drown?
I'm not gonna puke, but if I had to puke, I'd have to like take it off.
The mice scurry over your impenetrable helmet, and they realize you're here to kill them all. Why else would you have the perfect mouse defense on your head already? You must be their mortal enemy.
The health inspector.
They see your health inspector badge.
It's all
He
working
is
out. It makes sense. Okay. One mouse is going to try the impossible, stabbing you through the slits in your mask to your eye. That's going to be a harder shot than if they could just crawl on your face. So, yeah, one totally fucking misses. He, like, tries to get the positioning right, but you're moving, and it's just not working. One mouse decides to go low and find some sensitive areas below the face. And will scamper and make a dex check to get within your pantaloons, which it passes with flying colors. There's a mouse in your pants.
Okay.
The third mouse comes over towards your neck and is just gonna like aim for something on your neck. Not gonna be as good of a shot as your face. But that's only a modified 8, so no dice on any of these. Please, everybody, roll into initiative.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
I had just done so.
Oh, thank you.
Is my initiative modifier?
I'm gonna go bit 3 because it's not gonna be a normal thing.
Holy shit, Cavalcanti. Or, Lord Wilmore.
Marc? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, also, can we get Marc to cycle your camera?
Wait, is
Yeah.
this?
Yeah, I keep losing internet now and then.
It's okay.
Wait, I
and
think-
Bryan, can you cycle your camera quickly?
I think my roll isn't correct because it's +10. Should it be +10?
That's why I was wondering, why are you rolling at +10? What weapon are you using?
I don't know. It's supposed to be the Volge, right?
Oh yeah, that's a polearm, right? It's a huge
Yeah.
polearm. Yeah, it's quite slow. That's very slow. +10 is correct.
I just wanted to
Talk is.
Yeah, I probably didn't have it out. I probably had like a knife or something out, right? So that would make sense.
Oh, so you don't want to roll with the. So you pull out the Volge, which takes a minute and whatnot. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'd say that.
All right, and we'll add you to the initiative order. You're going at 14. Rich is already up there, and you're just chatting, right, Justin?
Actually, would casting shield even help? I'm trying to
Also,
imagine.
I'm like
I
next
think
to the
shield
doors.
sits in front of you like a few inches
It
or
does.
something.
It's like a
so
physical
something
obstacle.
on your
Yeah.
face would probably bypass the shield already.
Okay, I just want to talk, so whatever the
Okay.
modifier for
Just a
that
flat
is.
D10 then.
Okay.
Sweet.
Ooh.
Okay, and let me roll initiative for our mice. There's only 5 of them left. You did kill a few. All right, so the first 2 mice go on initiative 2, the next 2 go on 3, the last one goes on 8. So 2 mice are up first. 1 on Justin, 1 on Durez. So Justin, the mouse
Yeah.
in your pants.
Mm-hmm.
All the mouse would have seen his burns and everything.
Yeah,
Scrambles.
the mouse might be really surprised with what it finds down there.
Because he's got horrific burns. Like, what, did you fight your old master near a volcano? What were you thinking?
I don't know how to quite say the mouse goes for your vulnerable bits. We're just gonna leave it at that. And makes an attack roll. It rolls a natural 15 against a soft part of your body. It's
Well,
not
nibble.
necessarily a vulnerable part. It's unlikely to kill you, so it's gonna do heavily reduced damage. But you feel a sharp pain somewhere under you where your legs meet your hips.
Okay.
Yes.
There's not a lot of soft bits left down there after the fire.
I mean
out
more
there.
of
He tastes charcoal.
There's a reason
the
the
mouse
love
has
bow did not
exposed
work on
himself
Darth
to your
Umbra.
taint, is what I'm trying to say. If you play
Okay.
Dragon Age, that's
fine.
what's going on here.
There's still
It's
some
at a
taint.
soft spot. Yeah. For 1 point of
The
damage.
last bow episode didn't get it to YouTube people, so
I'm trying to. Let's just pass over this fight. He stabs you for 1 point of damage. Durez, the mouse on your face is dead. There's one on your by your ear and the other by your temple. So this is the one by the temple, and it tries to drive its blade home into your temple again with a natural 19 modified 23. He crits your temple.
yeah, crit. Yeah.
Oh my god! It drives straight in towards your brain. This might be the end of Durez.
Nope, it won't be.
It won't be.
No.
Even when he rolls 12 points of damage?
I'm going to do a con check.
Oh, excuse me?
Yeah.
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 What sort of 5th
-2.
edition nonsense is
Iron
this?
Will.
I'm a half orc, Neal, and I have Iron Will.
Which does what exactly? Tell me.
Con check to find a
I'm
negative
still
HP.
awake. Let me put it in chat for you, Neal. Because I thought, if I'm going to be a half orc, I'm going to simulate what they can do in 5e. And that, I do it with Iron Will.
Each
So you
round the
did it at
character is
-6?
unconscious. Okay, so you're still at low HP. You're still at the negatives. but you
I'm
won't-
still there.
Your condition does not worse, and you don't lose an additional HP per round, but you're still, like, on the brink
Yeah.
of death.
Wait, was that a
Yeah.
pass? Because wouldn't
Yeah,
it be at
12
-6
pass.
since he was overkilled by like 6 damage?
Wait, does that...
It's -1 point per point of negative HP. So I don't know what your HP.
So it depends on the overkill amount.
Yeah.
I'm only -2.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
that
It dealt
counts.
12 damage to you, though, didn't it?
Yeah, I started with that. Alright, I had 7 and... Or 12, right. That is -6, sorry.
If
Sorry.
you start with 7 HP, it's -5.
I like the rules.
No, let me see.
But it's 19. Would 19 still be a pass?
Okay,
No,
wait,
21 is a pass.
hold on.
He needs
I
2
did the
more
wrong thing.
HP.
I meant to do a saving throw versus death.
Did you
Oh.
level and forget to roll your HP?
No, I got 8 HP. I used the wrong thing. It's saving versus
Okay,
death.
saving throw versus death with negative hit point as a total modifier.
Yeah,
Okay, give me a saving throw versus death. All right.
yeah.
One success, but with a negative modifier, that'll bring it down to a failure, right?
Yeah, so I do pass out.
Okay, so the mouse stabs you through the head, and Durez falls to the ground. Oh my god. Darth Umbra, it's your turn.
I shout in Brownie. This is all a misunderstanding. We're going to establish diplomatic relations with Maslandia. Stand down.
And I don't know if this affects anything, but what I wanted to do was just aim at the dude in the box and hold it to call him off, you know? I can't say it, but I wanted to intimidate the guy in the box.
Okay.
I just rolled a 3, but I rolled a 10, so it took a while.
I see what you're saying, right.
Just to support him, that's what I wanted to do.
Okay, so you say we're establishing diplomatic relationships with the mice. Please, let's stop the violence, or something in that ballpark.
And I hold my attack at the guy in the box. I don't
And
actually
you're gonna
shoot,
hold
I'm
your
like-
attack.
Yeah, because they're coming to save him.
No, the Mouse Team 6 they're not going for it. They've got one mission in mind, and they're not going to let this crosstalk, this enemy infiltrator chatter work on them. They're
But does the
used
guy
to
in the
your
box say
ploys.
anything?
Yeah, does the guy in the box say anything?
That's what I was wondering, because that's why. I was aiming at him and it'd be like, yo, stop them. While this guy talks to them. He knows they were doing diplomatic relationships. He knows Mouse Team 6.
For Mouselandia! Kill them! And then kill the squeakers! And kill the tall blockers!
That son of a bitch.
Alright, Rich, it's your turn.
All right. So
Spitting a free action.
there was two mouse on Durez, and I just saw him go down. So
Yeah.
at this point, I'm just gonna aim at his general direction and just color spray the whole thing.
Oh god, alright. You have another color spray available?
Yeah, I've got 3 color sprays prepared. So I'm
Oh,
level 2 now,
shit.
so-
And worst
All
case,
right.
I'll do some.
You color spray the shit out of the Durez block, and there is no more movement
Oh.
from that region.
All right.
Oh.
And then I'm moving back here to the door and looking up. I don't want anybody to jump on me.
Derez, you bleed 1 point. You're almost dead. Tamia, you have come over to the box. You've leveled your blade against the mouse within, telling it to... Your bow?
Yep. Or no, actually, even better, I take his own little tiny mouse sword and I hold it against him. I'm the one who disarmed him. I hold the tiny mouse sword at him.
He's untied, so he scampers. You know, you're not going to be able to necessarily hold it to him as he runs around on all fours, scampering, trying to get away from the blade. Give me an attack roll against the mouse to like press it to him and like pin him against a wall.
I'm gonna roll d20. We'll figure it out. Because I don't have a mouse blade on my sheet.
Well, it's alright. It's like holding a needle. It's fine. You just need to roll a d20. But it's no good. He's so fast.
Is it a
you
long
You keep
sword?
trying to push it against him, and the mouse is just like scampering over, scampering under, squeezing between it and the wall. You keep thinking you have him, but he's so fucking nimble. Wilmore, you have your
He's a level 10 fighter.
huge Volg.
Yeah. But I just want to see how many mice I see, first of all, because I don't think I'm going to do anything.
You can see two mice on Darth Umbra, whose turns accidentally got skipped and will have to be done after your round. One
That's
of them.
it?
Yeah, there's 2 mice on Darth Umbra. One is
All right.
near his neck, one is on his face.
All right, I drop my Volge and go and try to help Duras because he's bleeding out. He's been passed out. So
Give me an intelligence check to save Duras' life.
Just,
All right.
First aid, he just automatically.
If he has the first aid.
I don't know what it is.
No, I don't have first aid.
Okay, all good, all good.
Hands players don't care about other
Intelligence check.
Shenanigans players.
Yes.
I got first aid.
Yeah, you patch him up, no problem.
Here's
You know,
what
like,
always
he's been
dies.
stabbed through the head, but it actually doesn't look that bad if you can just, like, stop the bleeding. You know, you, like, get a little scrap of paper and just hold it there for a moment, and it's gonna be fine.
Tape the brains back in. You're good.
Squish just blow in it a little bit. Replace the pressure with some air. It's fine. All right, the mice on Darth Umbra. The one in front of you tries to stab you through the eye slot again, and this time it finds home. The blade slips into you and like gouges you right in the corner of your eye for 3 points of damage. Holy shit. The other mouse that's on your neck tries to nibble at your throat, but can't quite get through like he starts to bite you and it's bleeding, but it's not like, you know, HP damage worthy bleeding.
Okay.
And then the other guys are passed out. The one on your crotch is already gone. Next round initiative.
Since I dropped my weapon, what do I roll initiative with?
+3.
Is it, like
No,
+3.
good.
What's the
That's-
initiative modifier for like trying to sit down?
yeah.
0. You can. Oh yeah, you asked if you could do that earlier. You wanted to sit down as a free action, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You mean an attack roll?
I literally just want to like let my legs kick out from under me and just fall directly onto my butt.
Right. So this is more of like being able to make sure that you can put the mount, like you can land on the right spot where the mouse is and figure out where he is on your hindquarters. So
Yeah.
just an attack roll. D24. No, you managed. Like he managed to squeeze between your thighs as you land on the ground.
Okay.
Unfortunate.
You can't get to my taint anymore. It's-
That's true. You're untaintable. Every time I think about maybe we should wrap up Shenanigans, it's almost been 200 episodes. Something like this comes along, and I'm like, no, never. Never. end
Sexy
this.
mice, tank shots, all the good stuff.
It's something.
Yeah.
It's something.
It's definitely a thing that's happening.
So what is the current mouse attack situation? There's one on his taint-ish, and there's like
Ish.
one on his face.
And one
Is
on
it
his
more?
neck.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's 3 or 2? Face and
there's-
neck or just neck?
There's 3, but you can't see the one in his pants.
Fair. Okay, so face, neck, and pants. Gotcha.
Right.
We should just light him on fire.
Again.
All right, the first mouse goes at 2. This is the one in your pants. It scrambles. You can feel it running down your leg, and it will get out of the bottom of your pants and begin to scamper across the
can't.
floor. No? What?
No, my pants are tucked into my boots.
Oh my god. Oh no.
So it runs down my
Ultimate
leg and
mouse
gets
trap.
stuck in my boot.
He was
Oh
so
my
prepared
God.
for this.
All right. I guess the mouse needs a dex check to squeeze out of your boots. Mice can slip through pretty narrow things.
I would have to go all the way down to the
All
cuff,
the way
get
down.
into the cuff, and then come
All
up
right.
the boot.
So if he can
And
make
to,
the
like,
dex check,
cut-
that's as far as he's going to be able to make it. He's not going to be able to scamper across the ground. I think it'll take all of his movement and a dex check to get out of your pants and out of your boot. And he fails. He botches it. He's caught in
Really
your boot.
dumb rat. He has a weapon, right?
Yeah, but what
Right
is a little
now,
needle
but-
going to do against someone's thigh? It's not going to do any damage.
Pants.
Yeah, but it's a piercing weapon. It's
They
a...
got rapiers. Think mouse guard.
He's gonna give me a new hem. That's about the best he can do.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not going to be super effective. Wilmore, it's your turn.
Yeah, I drag Duris to a safer place, which is most like next to the doors or something.
Excellent. As you drag him, you see a couple of unconscious mice fall off of him onto the ground.
Great. And then I would like to. Oh shit! I can't actually do anything else.
Devin's just watching us too.
Oh, pick up the unconscious mouse and drop them in the box because it's a big box.
Yeah, I just picked them up and.
Oh, I can't talk.
box.
Sorry.
No, it's like yeah. I guess I do that. I just toss them in. That's it, and then go back to the door and try
Into
to,
the box that Darth Umbra's holding?
Well, it's on the table in front of me.
Yeah, it's
No,
on the
okay.
table.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And you don't put them in with their weapons, I assume, right?
No, I disarm them. I don't give them weapons because I know there's like a live mouse in
yeah,
there.
yeah.
I just like put them in, and then I go back to the doors and like and I'm observing the battlefield, see if any more
Alright.
mice come out or something.
Darth
That's-
Umbra, there's a mouse in your boot, and another one on your face.
And
Another one on my neck.
And another one on your neck.
Area, like right here. So I'm wearing a helmet. So I'm gonna stand up and just slam my face into the box in the hopes that it will just fall off and like one of my. So literally, it's just gonna. I need a box. We can give a visual demonstration of what this is gonna look like. So we have a box, right? It's like right. We're just gonna.
Perfect. Give me
Yeah.
an attack roll.
Are you proficient with your own head?
I'm a wizard, so yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, you squish the mouse between your forehead because it tries to scamper away. It runs in slow motion up your face as your head comes towards the ground, and it gets trapped between the butt of your forehead and the bottom of the box.
oh,
It is
Oh,
squished.
that's what you're trying to do?
I was trying
I thought it was just trying
to like shake it off into the box, just like boom.
Unfortunately,
This
he's
is
trapped
all
in
of
the
the
wrong
mice in
spot.
there?
There's one.
Anymore?
There's one
there's like
mouse
five.
and unconscious mouse, and unconscious mice in there.
Was this the most devastating attack we've seen on Shenanigans?
And then now there's half of one mouse in there, and the other half is on the outside.
Yeah.
What happens to the one on my neck? Does it just like shake off, or does it?
It'll get a strength check to maintain its grip,
Okay.
which it passes with a natural 18 on the die. So it's just like holding on to your clothing somehow. Tamia.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna grab the one that's on his neck, or try to rather, and just whip into the box too.
Give me an attack roll.
Attack roll or deck check, or just
Attack roll to
20?
grab the mouse.
Grappling check? Question.
yeah? I don't know. I'm just gonna
attack
D20.
roll
We'll
to-
figure it out. Yeah.
Ooh, okay,
And
what's
I'm
your
very
dex?
dexterity.
Do you
Like
have-
17.
17? Okay, I was gonna say
Yeah.
you can add your defensive adjust to this attack roll, which will make your attack roll an 18?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
the
think
mouse
18.
AC is 16 for our purposes because they're so small and fast.
Yeah, then it
So,
definitely would pass.
You get no. You made it. You roll an 18. They've got a 16. You grab it.
Oh, as in my attack grapple would work.
Yeah. You grab the mouse,
Okay, and I just box it.
box it.
Yeah.
Okay.
The ultimate capturing mouse device, a box.
Rich, it's your turn, but it looks like all the mice are captured.
Nope.
I was ready to punch this guy's neck, but I guess I stop it. I do the
Punch
wind
his
up
foot.
and I stop before I hit him.
Okay. It's technically a mouse left in a boot, but I don't think anyone else is aware of that other than Darth
On my next turn, I'm gonna like tie a rope around the top of my boot, so it's stuck down in the foot
With
zone.
your foot?
I go collect the mice
weapon?
that I have knocked out.
Great. All right,
Yeah.
all the mice are collected except for the one in your boot, and you're tying a rope to your foot when you feel the mouse has made its way between your toes and is starting to nibble on that like soft webby spot between your big toe and your index toe.
It's gonna need to make a con check. I don't take my boots off very often.
I mean,
You're
it's a
really
mouth. They're
dedicated
pretty
to
comfortable
democracy.
with the filth, but maybe a 2 is pretty bad. There is some sort of
And,
fungus in there that is
burns.
quite rejected, not appealing to the mouse.
I'd like to point out that burning often severe burns can destroy sweat glands, and you can just heat up, and that gives you a really nice environment for bacteria to grow.
Great.
So it does.
So the mouse is kind of panicking down here. Where am I? What fresh hell is this? These huge creatures are monsters. And Desmond is passed out on a table, completely oblivious to the battle happening around him. The other patrons have gone home for the night, and it's just the 6 of you. 5 of you. What are you going to do about
After
Jerez?
7 minutes, I regain a HP.
Do you have 19 or 20 con?
No, I've got. No, I don't. It's. No, that's turns. So 7 hours. All right.
Okay, in 7 hours you'll gain 1 HP.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can I feel the mouse moving anymore? my
Absolutely,
boot?
it is scurrying all over your boot.
Talk to it.
When it stops moving, if it stops moving, let me know. But if it's just scurrying around and not doing any damage, I'm fine with it.
It's looking for a way out.
I'll like shout at my boot, being like, "Look, if you want to join your friends, I'll let you out. But otherwise, you're eventually going to pass out and die in there."
You hear
Consider
the
your choice
faintest,
carefully.
voice in Brownie. Mercy, mercy.
I will carefully take off my boot and like dump him into the box with his.
I ready
friend.
the mouse sword just in case.
All right. You now have 2 conscious mice, 2 unconscious mice, and half of a mouse in this box.
in the box. I'll scoop out that corpse and
Okay.
like just put that off to the side. And you know what? I'll get the other half and I'll put them back together and I'll put them on a little like dish and light a candle, like make a little shrine, and I'll do it in full view of the mice.
The conscious
Like-
mice gather together, wrap their arms around each other, and you can hear small prayers to Cheeky being, chanted.
And I'll get the body of Sir Scaddington, the one that was killed by a hand axe, and I'll put him on there too.
I love how you remember the name.
I heard him say it mid-combat.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going back to shoving junk back in this notebook.
I think it's time for the magical cat up on the cathedral or hill or wherever.
Abandoned church. Surf
Abandoned
the town, I
church.
said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's where it was seen. It doesn't mean it is there at the moment, because whatever is there per week.
Well then, Doth, do you think they're going to change their tone now that their little plan has failed them? We have more captured as well.
I think diplomacy has failed. I think we need to bring in the cat.
I'm gonna tell
We
them
should
that we
warn
have
them about the
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them that we have a
first.
cat and be like, "This isn't what we wanted. We didn't understand that you were civilized mice. We would like to open diplomatic relations with you.
Actually,
But if these unprovoked attacks continue, we will need to call in the elf cat."
I want to fake a cat noise outside view of the box. A very intimidating cat noise.
So it's like a performance check.
Give
And,
me your
I-
best cat noise.
Ooh.
They don't seem too phased by your cat noise.
Bastards.
Cats are their mortal enemies. They can hear a cat, and they can tell the difference between a cat and a fake cat.
Do they know about the cat at the old church? I'll ask them if they know about the elf cat at the old church.
Aristotle.
What is the old church?
Okay, so
That's like 5 kingdoms away in terms of like mouse territory. The first mouse speaks up, gets to his full feet, brushes his clothes off, fixes his pants a little bit, and says, "If you are going to destroy our people and end our reign, at least promise to me that you will also slay the mice of the Great Block."
like
I'm intrigued.
Cheese block or
The Great Block!
Where's the Great Block?
He points across the room, or I guess through the box, but in the direction of the bar.
Oh!
If you translate this to us,
So there's different factions of
Well,
mice.
we know of 3 doors. Maybe there's 3 mice factions. And I want to think back on the doors now. Were the doors substantially different from each other, like in design or coloration?
Well, you can go and take a look at them, and
Yeah.
they're not identical carbon
Most
copies
of
of
them.
themselves. They're a little bit different. But it's hard to tell whether that's like faction differences or just like a different carpenter worked on them. But they're not the same. The one by here has vertical slats. This one has horizontal slats, and this one has like diagonal slats.
That's pretty substantially different. I
I
would
guess, sure.
be like, those are very different doors.
extremely different doors.
Can we assume that they have no interconnection, inter-house connection between them?
We don't know. We don't know.
Well, I'm gonna ask the mice. Are the great nations of mouse connected?
Only through the tunnels of war, on which we have waged for generations upon generations.
if I investigate the tiny ass mouse armor, are there like symbols on them and shit? Can I tell that it's from that door? Is there a picture of the door with the right diagonals?
There's not, and it's hard to make out the details on the mouse armor. There's like a little bit of decoration. You think it's hard to tell what's decoration and what's just like scratches and tears on it. It's all the details are all too fine for your giant
kind of
human
armor is
eye.
it?
Leather.
Oh, okay. I was picturing plate. I'm not gonna lie. I thought they were like real, like intense mice.
What are the weapons of war in mice in the tunnels, in the Great Mouse Wars? I want to start talking to them about the Mouse Wars. This sounds
Yeah.
fascinating.
I hope this is canon.
No.
Rodents of Mouselandia use only the finest steel and leather to slay our enemies and to establish our dominance across this land. The cowards of the Great Block use witchcraft and magic to work their ways and change their people. The cowards who hide behind their walls.
How many of them are there? How many of you?
Our numbers are endless. There's always a new generation ready to take up the mantle of the last. You'll never get rid of us all.
Wanna bet?
You know, there's lots of big people that use magic that could help you in your war against the Great Block.
And why would you want to help us against the others? We know your kind. You want to divide and conquer, turn mouse upon mouse, and use us to slay each other and then take out the last group. I understand your ways. I have met with your people. I have heard your ploys through the floorboards. I have drunk your ale, heard your songs. You monsters.
That's
Murderers!
Mario.
All right, guys. I think we need to go back to the boiling water plant. What do you guys think?
More like boiling oil now.
Wait, so the door that we ripped off the hinges is the one to the Great Block. So, yeah, let's pour some boiling water in there and let's let the mice watch.
Also, I'd like to object to them hearing our plans if they can't understand us.
Yeah.
Maybe we should. Yeah.
I'm gonna explain that we are gonna voluntarily strike a blow for Mouselandia and pour boiling water
Make sure we
through
get the right one.
Great Block's door.
I think actually no. Somebody said boiling oil. I think you're right, but it's boiling cooking oil, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
what massacre levels are we talking about?
No, what shenanigans damage levels are we talking
Okay,
about?
we'll
Our
stick
plan
with the
will
team.
never succeed!
Why not?
Because we are mice! We tunnel simply not down, but up and left and right! You pour boiling oil in there, and there's 1,000 escape routes! Just go over and up! The boiling oil does not travel up through the wood!
Okay. Well, step 2 is we will
Chlorine
set it on
gas.
fire, and it will cause oxygen to be drawn up through the tunnels and suffocate everyone.
I'm staying out of these plans.
Is there like a poison gas? Like, could we like
there-
burn a poison gas? I don't know. Like, if you have like a
Ooh,
sleeping,
poison gas. That's a good one.
like if you had like a sleeping plant and you burned it, would that be like a gas knockout? I don't know.
Maybe. Is there a cleric in the party that can heal Derez back to 1 HP?
Desmond?
No.
This was
Desmond's
not
passed
clever.
out.
No, but
Desmond's
Desmond probably
passed
has
out.
something to do it. Even drunk Desmond could be like, smack you when you come back.
Someone find a way to get Derez back to 1 HP.
They're a level 1 party now. They haven't got resources.
They can do it. They're creative. I believe in them.
Desmond!
Hey, wait a second.
Desmond, you beautiful creature.
What? I'm gonna ask the mice then. What tactic would you use for us to demonstrate our loyalty in order to attack them through the door?
It's
Or the-
inconceivable that people of your size would ever seek to help people of our size. You've
But if we
always
were
waged war
trying
upon
to
us.
help you, what could we do to the door to prove that we are for Mouselandia and
Also
against the mouse of the block?
All right. I
Also,
think
ask why we would keep them alive if we were just trying to kill them. Literally.
What could a
It's a good
dragon
question,
do
actually.
to make you believe it was on your side?
so at this point, I think I'm gonna take McTacky and like carry him to the temple. I think.
Ah. Yeah, you can carry them to the temple. He'll get an orison slapped on him, and he will come back at 1 HP. Well done,
Oh.
Rich.
Ugh. Ugh. Got me running the temple there.
Hey, we didn't kill Mikaki yet.
Ah, they got you in the temple.
Yeah.
It's a reasonable question, actually. What could a mouse do to prove their loyalty to us? I feel like attacking our enemies would do it. If we sent them off to hurt someone that we didn't like and they succeeded, be proof enough.
Yeah. I just want to recruit the elven cat, but Aristotle.
I would just give them the ultimatum of join us and fight with us, or they're gonna go with the cats and shit too. Like, there could be one mouse clan that lives or none. All right.
I would promise them an eternal soup land where they could like live in and have plenty of food if they decide to join us.
Because at this point, we don't need to clear the mouse out because
No, we
the
don't.
health inspector already said it was okay.
I know, but like still.
Desmond isn't going to pay us until we get him out.
No, we solved Desmond's problem.
I think Desmond
he
would
doesn't
pay us if
care.
we solved the problem, regardless of how we did it. That's a Desmond sort of thing to do.
Especially because we might end up just getting him more customers in the form of mice.
Yeah.
Don't,
I'm gonna go into an abstract discussion about economies with the mice. Do they believe in an exchange of goods for materials? Like,
They have
Are
a
they
kid.
communist?
do they have an economic system that has currency? Is it all barter?
They do have. Hold on. First, give me a charisma check. Mouse is still very suspicious of you. Let's see if you can talk your way into discussing Mouse society.
My charisma's only a 10.
50-50 chance.
And can I ask them once again if they actually understand common, since they said they were listening on us? Or is it really just brownie?
We'll get there in a moment. So
Okay.
the discussion about Mouse Society seems to provide you with a few different options. You learn that there are 3 Mouse Societies. There's Mouselandia over here. There is the Great Block over here. And then there is the Squeakerton. The Squeaker over here. And it appears that these 2 factions, the Great Block and Mouselandia, are at eternal war with one another. And the Squeakers are sort of the neutral middle ground merchants and food producers and sort of, playing both sides off the middle and kind of living in peace separate from everyone else.
Easy solutions then.
The question as to whether or not they understood common gets ignored but they definitely declared that they understood what you were speaking earlier, but they didn't respond to your other conversations, so it's a little fuzzy. Are they lying? Anything else afoot?
Or comprehend language spell was cast upon her, and they understood us for a little bit. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm an orc.
They're magical mice. They
Mouselandia apparently doesn't have casters. The Great Block has casters.
All right, well, if I look at this, it's a pretty simple solution here. We have Mouselandia, whose door exits to the outside of the building. We have these two others who, the Squeakers, we must assume is named just like the block, where the block is the bar, the Squeakers are on the squeaky stairs right over there. That seems like as much as they have exits, their homes are fairly centralized. So if we just clear out from the bar and from the stairs, we've conquered two nations. All we would really need to do is ally ourselves with Mouselandia, simply because, well, we wouldn't want to kill all the mice, would we? That would not be very fun.
Well, aren't they all connected with tunnels, though?
Yes, but tunnels are not cities.
How do we even clear them out, though? Right? Like, if we can clear one out, then that's good. Game
Oh,
over.
it's
You got
never
a
an issue of
poisonous
clearing
gas
them out.
cloud wizard?
Poison gas.
You
we
got
have
any
bats, we have
cloud spells?
a number of solutions.
What if we
to
just
clear them out.
smoke them out or something?
Well, just wonder if you've got a magical smoke. Oh, okay.
I do, but
We have to be careful not to set Shenanigans itself on fire.
Yep.
All right.
Have we tried? Is there? Wait. What if we just like called it an exterminator? Is there like Edward?
That's us.
Yeah, that's us.
We're the exterminators.
I literally bought some rat poison. There's enough for a whole civilization.
oh, what if we poison their water supply?
But they do have a sense. They do have a sense of
Ooh.
exchanging goods, so we could turn them into customers of
Yeah,
Shenanigans.
I like the diplomatic route. Although I don't know if we'd be diplomatic with all three nations, especially if they're at war. We could always try to negotiate peace between Mouselandia and the. Why do I know these names?
That's a great
block.
block.
Yeah.
Well, I want to see if I can get someone to answer the squeaker door now, because they're apparently the people who are playing in the middle
Merchants and everything.
already. Yeah,
I feel
wanna
like this
do-
is like the Attack on Titans, and we're the Titans.
How would we even do? How do we even negotiate? Like the negotiations haven't really worked well such far.
Well, we need to negotiate with Squeaker, who is the more diplomatic of the three races.
Okay.
Diplomatic, or they might be putting each other in the face of war. They might be manipulating the entire war and keeping it going themselves. Do not make assumptions here.
Maybe, but we should talk to them about that.
I agree. I do prefer the diplomatic route if we can.
Maybe
we have to get them removed, though, right? And they're not.
no, it's fine.
Nah, don't worry.
I have it on good authority that the health inspector is totally fine with some well-crafted mouse doors. It's only regular mice that are the problem.
All right.
Well, what's the solution?
I'm gonna go knock on that other door and speak
one?
in Brownie, the one behind the stairs, under the stairs,
You want to go speak to
and
the
being
people
like,
of
"I wish to speak."
Squeakers.
I wish to speak to a diplomat of the Squeakers. I come with news of Mouselandia.
I guard the box. With my
the
little tiny
door
sword.
opens, and out steps a mouse with like a little gold necklace, kind of rich, silky tunic, and bright, shining pants, little boots on. There's a small dagger at his side, and a broad cap with like a little bit of goose down in it as the feather. The mouse steps out, and in Brownie, the language of small burrowing creatures, really, says to you simply, "You have brought news of Mouselandia? How fair are fair brethren?"
We have, through a miscommunication, captured an elite squad of Mouselandia Mouseketeers, I assume? Mouse ninjas?
Mouse Team 6.
Yes, there we go. Mouse Team 6. And they led us to believe that if we were seeking to engage in diplomatic relations with Mousedom, that Squeakers were by far the most reasonable and eloquent group amongst the three mouse nations.
That does not sound like something they would say, but it is a truth.
It was a hidden context. They didn't say it in those exact words.
You're a wise man to read through the layers of language.
Anyway, we wish to clear out the great block of mice. And we wish to establish diplomatic relations with Mousedom so that all may enjoy shenanigans regardless of size.
You would eradicate an entire race of mice?
If it came to that.
If it came to that. The mouse of the Great Block have not been as reasonable as the mouse of Squeakers or the mouse of Mouselandia. Mice of Mouselandia? They're arrogant and magical.
The
Mouse
merchant
landers.
stands and listens and nods with you. Yes, these are all true things.
I love Shenanigans.
This is a completely reasonable and logical progression of events.
Yeah.
Well, now what?
Do you have an interest in opening trade and diplomatic relations with the large people? The giants? What are they calling us? They keep calling us giants.
What would a giant want that a mouse could provide?
Well, I have it on good authority from the Mouse Team 6 of Mouselandia that you have a thriving economy and there could be trade. Your delicate little mouse hands could perhaps make edifices that are difficult for us our large human hands.
Yeah.
We could exchange goods and services.
Sexy mice.
What do your people have that we may wish to possess? While you're thinking about this,
Remember the doll maker earlier? I bet you I could find some plate mail that was meant for like a doll. I'm gonna go out in search of some like someone made their
Poor
kid,
soldier.
their son, like a night doll, and it has plate mail on it.
well, it's nighttime right now, so you're gonna have to wait till morning to do this searching. But we're gonna flip back over to Rich. How is your chemical gas plan going?
I'm definitely going back to the chicken route. So I'm taking like burnt chicken, setting it on fire, and like directing the fumes under into the walls.
So you're gonna burn a chicken and like fan the smoke
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
the Great Block? Cool. Give me a dexterity check to just fan it in the right way that the smoke mostly goes into the block. It's gonna be a difficult task, but you can handle that, no problem. 18 dexterity, holy shit, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you begin to fill the Great Block with smoke of burnt chicken.
But the health instructor doesn't come by anytime soon. Like, yeah.
Let's see if they have a magical defense against this.
What would appeal to trader minds?
Cheese. They can't make cheese because they can't do cows. Yeah. Think of like the
peanut
bigger
butter.
things like animals and stuff that we can easily herd, but they can't. That's where I would go with it.
Cheese and peanut butter. They love those two things.
Yeah, I don't think they have any. I don't think they have anything that they can use to push the wind away. So the smoke begins to fill the Great Block with the scent of burnt chicken. Okay, I'm gonna put you over here. I'll figure out their retaliation in a minute. Because they're not done with you yet. We'll come back over here to the Squeaker.
I love
The name of the society.
personal war going on. He's been insulted. Just trying to fuck with him.
No. I got here.
Okay, sure. What was your solution here?
Well, we have creamy and delicious solid milk that I know most mice seem to really enjoy, and we could trade it to you. We could, and I'm sure once we both start to explore our deep and rich cultures together, we'll find things that you lack that we have, and vice versa.
That could never be. Where do you think I got these fine clothes from? From finding milk and supplying it to our neighbors. If you were to make it available, you would flood the milk market. Our economy would topple.
What if I could get it at a cheaper price than you're currently acquiring it for, and you become my middleman to the other mouse nations?
We paid nothing for it. We simply siphon it from your buckets when you're not looking.
Well, now we know
You've never
that.
noticed. We've been doing it for generations.
A health inspector would not want to hear that.
So now that we're aware of that, we're gonna have to make sure that our health inspectors are guarding the buckets.
Bring it on.
All right, let's go.
Ooh, I just got an idea. I jab Duras, and I like.
I guess you're a person on a mouse.
Do we know where those buckets are?
Oh, they've got a basement, a cellar. There's a hatch on the bar.
Why don't we visit the cellar?
All right, yeah, Desmond's asleep. Yeah, let's go down.
Yeah.
I'm
I would
gonna
like-
ambush you.
Everybody to know that I am changing some of my principles. I no longer think that everybody should learn magic. I think everybody except for mice needs to learn magic. It's been an enlightening experience for me.
As you specifically attack the magical mice culture, not the two others, but the
Yeah.
magic ones.
All right. There used to be a ghost down here, but it's gone now. Somehow I know that.
So are we in the basement?
I'll open the
Yeah,
hatch.
you guys can
Is
head
the
down to
hatch
the basement.
I'll join, just in
Alright.
case you guys get ambushed by
Yeah.
mouse. Team
I
7.
say, all right. I go and say.
Oh no, I guard the box. I guard the box. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Here is. Why don't we sweeten up their drinks? Maybe they'll trade.
Mm,
Yeah.
Just, yeah, it's all nice and sweet now. Yeah.
That was raid for those who didn't notice.
All right.
I put the poison in now.
You
Poison the
poison
milk.
in the milk.
You warn Desmond.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
gonna warn Dev. Oh, no. And I
You
write on the
poison
hatch.
the bucket of Bessie's milk. A
Yes.
great and terrible crime if anyone were ever to find out.
Of course.
And you're gonna tell Desmond about it later.
I just say the mice did it.
Okay, the milk is poisoned, unbeknownst to the mice.
Yeah. I write a note. Wait, am I literate? Yeah, I'm literate somehow. And I just write a note to say to Desmond, milk is poisoned, do not serve to customers. And just leave it on his unconscious body. Face down so the mice can't just read it.
Sure. Is this the end of the game then? Are you guys just gonna poison the mice and that's it? That's all you need?
Well,
I mean, I don't know they're poisoning the mice.
Yeah,
If the mice all die, the mice
I
all
was guarding
die.
the box.
Uh,
Are all 3 mice stealing from the milk? All 3.
no, the
Apparently, the
merchants are.
squeakers are stealing the milk, making cheese, and then selling it to Mouselandia and the mouths of the
That's gonna
flock.
be so.
So what you're saying is all we have to do is kill the squeakers and then supply the
We've already
other
done
2 with cheese for a
We've
piece.
poisoned the milk. We've won.
Winning is a loose term when we were this close to peace.
You weren't close to peace.
Well,
There can be no peace with mice.
Fire?
shrug. Like if this happened, I don't even know about it.
All right. You keep negotiating.
Well,
I mean, it wouldn't kill them right away.
you know what? Why don't we take a short break? And when we come back from our short break, we'll see if the solution is genocide or diplomacy.
Yep.
See
Those
you
are the
guys.
only
I
options.
do love
by
how
way,
the
guys.
Shenanigans
It has to be
season
one of
put on
those
this.
two.
Right,
Either
there's
all
no-
mice must die, or all mice must engage in economic prosperity.
To be fair, I was killing some, getting the rest in here.
Right. We'll see you guys on the other side of the break. Bye-bye.